The AI world is buzzing, and something truly extraordinary is unfolding right before our eyes. It feels like a high-stakes spy thriller, with whispers of secret models, vanishing data, and the shadow of one of the industry's titans. On one side, a mysterious AI called Horizon Alpha suddenly appeared on OpenRouter, completely unannounced, with no author, no documentation, just an enigmatic, anonymous tag. And on the other, suspicious GitHub repositories briefly flickered into existence, bearing names like Yofo Wildflower and Yofo Deep Current, containing what looked like configuration files for massive open-source GPT-style models. People saw them, grabbed what they could, and then they vanished. The connection between these two events? Far too close to be a coincidence. This isn't just a leak, it's a potential seismic shift. Let's begin with Horizon Alpha. It dropped quietly on July 31st, slipping into the AI ecosystem almost unnoticed. But within hours, it skyrocketed to the very top of EQBench, a benchmark specifically designed to test creative reasoning, emotional intelligence, and long-form writing. This isn't about raw computational power or factual recall. This is where most AI models stumble, struggling to sound human, maintain coherence across multiple paragraphs, or weave a subtle narrative. Horizon Alpha didn't just compete, it absolutely dominated. It displayed an uncanny ability to understand complex prompts, generate flowing, nuanced text, and maintain a consistent voice over extended conversations. Its performance was so far beyond anything publicly available that it immediately raised eyebrows and sparked fervent speculation across the AI community. Now here's where the plot thickens. Just as Horizon Alpha was making waves, the AI community began uncovering a series of leaked model repositories. These were tied to legitimate OpenAI staff accounts, adding an undeniable layer of intrigue. One repository was ominously labeled Yofo Wildflower GPT-5, and another, even more intriguing, Yofo Deep Current GPT-5. The GPT-5 tag felt pretty explicit, clearly standing for GPT open source software, and the names Wildflower and Deep Current strongly suggested a small and a large version of the same underlying architecture. The timing of these leaks couldn't have been worse for those who value secrecy, and better for those who thrive on speculation. Because Horizon Alpha, with its stunning performance, its speed, and its almost unnerving capabilities, fits the profile of a highly capable, foundational model. Think about it. Horizon Alpha is lightning fast, spitting out an astonishing 150 tokens per second. It boasts an immense context window, a staggering 256,000 tokens, allowing it to process and remember truly vast amounts of information. It reads images, interprets complex visual puzzles, and can even write clean HTML visualizations for spatial logic problems. One tester gave it a simple task from a child's picture book: read the text and do what it says. And it executed flawlessly, seamlessly combining optical character recognition, reasoning, and vision, all working in perfect synchronicity. Combine that with the revelations from the leaked configuration files in the Yofo Deep Current repository. That model, the suspected 120 billion parameter GPT-5, is structured as a mixture of experts, or MoE. This architecture means that while the full model contains an enormous number of parameters, only a small subset, perhaps around 5 billion, are activated for any given query. This makes the model incredibly fast, remarkably memory efficient, and shockingly cheap to run, especially considering its sheer scale. This MoE structure provides a compelling explanation for Horizon Alpha's astonishing speed and efficiency. It behaves exactly like a highly refined pre-release architecture. And, just like the models alluded to in those vanished repositories, Horizon Alpha notably lacks obvious safety alignment. It tends to agree with almost anything, rarely challenges dubious ideas, and sometimes fails at basic math or logic traps. These are typically the first things meticulously refined and fixed in any commercial AI release. But if this is indeed a base model, or an open source offering being publicly tested, then this lack of alignment makes perfect sense. You don't fully safety align a model until its core architecture is finalized. Let's delve deeper into those vanished repositories for a moment. They weren't just empty placeholders. One of them reportedly included a complete configuration for a model featuring a mixture of experts, a colossal vocabulary set, and crucial support for something called sliding window attention. This attention mechanism is revolutionary because it allows the model to handle incredibly long sequences of text without any performance degradation, directly matching Horizon Alpha's massive context length. Even more intriguing, hidden within those config files, eagle-eyed observers noticed something truly unusual. FP4 precision, meaning 4-bit floating point weights. This is half the size of FP8 and a mere quarter of FP16. If this detail holds true, it would make GPT-5 one of the most memory-efficient large models ever constructed. Instead of needing, say, 240 gigabytes of VRAM to load, it could potentially run with a mere 60 gigabytes. In theory, a high-end gaming PC or a professional workstation with some decent RAM could actually load and run this behemoth locally, provided the inference is properly optimized. One way or another, the world's most famous AI lab appears to have just unleashed a model that doesn't officially exist. And right alongside that, we've had fleeting glimpses of deleted GitHub repositories that seem to be leaking the blueprint for an ambitious, massive open-source strategy. Whatever OpenAI is truly doing behind the scenes, they've made one thing abundantly clear: something monumental is coming. So what do you think? Is this OpenAI's audacious way of finally embracing the open-source movement? Or are they subtly testing the waters for something even bigger? Something that might just be their next-generation flagship? Drop your thoughts and theories in the comments below. I read them all. And if you found this deep dive into the AI mystery as fascinating as I did, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of the cutting edge of artificial intelligence. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.